Good morning and welcome to Morning Moments. We have been having such wonderful guests, and we have got another guest here for you today. Rhonda, Corey, tell me a little bit about yourself and where you come from.
Okay, so I live in the beautiful state of Rhode Island. That's where I'm out of, and it's pretty cold here right now, and there's snow on the ground, and so I'm looking for the spring and the summertime because this is not my favoriteest time of the year, but it's good to be here. But
And we're all in our home quite a bit now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You are a nationally known comedian, and tell us a little bit about that and what you're doing now in this times.
Okay, so like everybody else, I'm home, and so what I had to do, I mean, when you're a comic, and you can't perform, and about a week after your family hears every single one of your jokes and wants you just to be quiet, you have to do a little something. So I missed my friends too. I really miss performing with my friends. I love doing shows with other comedians. Like that just fills my heart so much. So I started a live stream show on Facebook and on YouTube called Talk is Cheap. And I started in April of 2020. And we are up to now, we're going on 77 episodes. So, and the show is just kind of a variety show. It's not your normal dig into interview because like yourself, Andy, there's so many people out there that do great interviews. And so I wanted to do a little something different. So I usually have comedians on, not always, but I usually have comedians, musicians, on as my as my co-host. I have a co-host, and then I have a featured guest, and then I have somebody that comes on and either is a musical guest and does a great, does a song. It could be a parody, it could be a serious song, and then sometimes I have somebody who does like some pro tips. So I've had on a beautician, an esthetician, a dietitian, never a mortician. We're trying to stay away from that. But we've had all the ticians. We've had life coaches, massage therapists, weight loss experts. We've had so many chefs. We've had so many different people on, and what I love to be able to spotlight other talent, because honestly, my show is not about me at all. It's about who's on my show. And so it's so exciting. Plus I get to hang out with them. So that's a lot of fun. And then we do a game, and that's a blast. We do a game with the two, the co-host and the featured guest, play against each other for a miniature size hand sanitizer. So and I always say it's valued at $5,500, which today it kind of is,
So it sounds like you have been doing what a lot of singers, musicians, and even pastors and others have been doing, having to reinvent yourself to continue to be able to get out there and do what you do best, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love to perform. I love to meet other people. I love to hang out with, comics. And this was a way to do this, but this was also a way to connect some amazing, talented people with people that I knew. And so, the audience has grown, and it's just, I love doing it. I was doing it 2 nights a week, and now I'm down to 1 night a week.
Rhonda, what I have found during this pandemic and during this time that we're all just inside and can't travel and all the things that's going on, there is enough negative talk and negative things going. We need a break from that. And when you have somebody that just talks about something other than politics and something other than pandemics and something other than, it's such a welcome relief, and folks just are really receiving that. And I'm finding that with Morning Moments, and it sounds like you're finding that with your show as well.
Definitely. That was my heart. I wanted to create something because, you know, you go on social media and there's so much negativity, just like you were saying. And so I wanted a place where people could land and hang out for an hour and just have fun. That's all, you know?
Yeah. And plus, you know, we binge watched everything you could think of in Netflix, right? And
That's
so,
for sure.
so good. Is there any message in your heart or anything you want to say during this time to just encourage people? Anything that you could think of?
Well, I don't know. I think, you know, we need to take the time to just uh, appreciate life, even though, um, you know, a lot of us are just locked up in our homes or whatever. These are moments that are going to pass, you know, and you're going to look back and you're going to say, what did I do with that time?
Yeah.
And, you know, I want to be able to look back and not have any regrets. So I think it's important to, even though we can't maybe connect one-on-one, face-to-face, that we take that time to connect, whether it be virtually, whether it be a phone call, whether it be a kind note, and appreciate the time that if you're, you know, with your children, you know, whether they're young or what, make sure that you take those moments and don't take them for granted, you know, and anything that you can do, you know, anything that you're able to do. I started working out in my house doing videos, and that's huge for me, like just working out, you know, but, you know, I just came to the realization that, you know, I'm able to work out, I'm able-bodied, and that might not always be the case. So I need to take advantage of that. So those are the things that have truly been on my heart, is not to take this life for granted, whether you're in lockdown or whether you're not.
Great. Absolutely. Well, what I'm going to do for you all, in case you haven't connected with Rhonda, if you look down below in the comment section, I'm going to have this YouTube interview, this interview on YouTube, I should say, so that you could send that on, and also your connection through your website that I looked at, is beautiful website that you could go ahead and click on and get some of this information and be able to enjoy the show that she was talking about. So if you look down below, I'm going to have that with you in Morning Moments. I'm going to ask the audience to do something else. If this has touched your heart, and if you feel that this is something I need to share with somebody else, share this interview on your Facebook page. Share it, and share that YouTube interview, the same one we're seeing now. Share that with others as well, so we could get the message of positive outlook on life, and to be able to one day be able to go see Rhonda Corey live in a stand-up comedy. Wouldn't that be wonderful, to go to church and see her, or go to another site to see her, because she's 100% clean, aren't you?
I'm clean. Yes, I am.
100% clean.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any closing thoughts or thoughts that you want to give Rhonda before we shut the show down today?
Well, Andy, I just want to thank you so much for, you know, having this platform and just using it. You know, you're very kind-hearted. It was really nice I got to chat with you earlier, and I just love your heart. And I just want to actually just thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I want to thank each and every one of you that are watching Morning Moments, and just keep coming back. And until next time, may God richly bless you all.